Good afternoon, everyone. I'm meteorologist Craig Flint. This is just a quick update on the potential for some severe weather as we go into the afternoon. Overall, I don't think the threat's overwhelming, but it's something that we got to watch, right? So it's just so humid and unstable out there that some of the storms that pop up could be strong to severe, but I would say that the best chances for anything really strong would be to the east. So just wanted to go over a couple of things. That's a look at the radar currently, and you can see that we do have a pretty good downpour, not severe, cutting across southern Erie County. This is heading toward in between Edinboro and Corey right now. And what we'll do is we'll just take a closer look at this. Again, not severe at the moment, but we'll go ahead and pause this here. And let me just back it up just a bit so I can get an idea of where this thing is right now. So basically, Waterford, Union City, leaving Edinboro, heading towards the Corey area. And you can see that's heading for Union City here shortly. And you can see that this is basically a storm that, again, is not severe. But it does have some torrential rain with it as it continues to cut across southern Erie County. And let me see if I could just slow that down a little bit for you so you can get an idea of how it's evolved. Go a little slower, normal. There we go. So there it is, developing. It moved over Edinboro, moving through Waterford right now, Union City. If anyone's down that way, just let me know what you're seeing. We'll switch over real quick to the other source and show you that there is a severe thunderstorm watch that is for the entire area. Now, all this means is it's a watch, right? So warning is the call to action. Right now, there are no severe thunderstorm warnings, okay? But that's the severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect that they just issued. This is through 8 o'clock this evening. But again, the way everything looks right now, the highest chance would be for areas to the east. So just a watch for right now. Again, no warnings being issued. However, we are keeping a pretty close eye on a pretty good downpour cutting across southern Erie County. And then as we look to the west, there's really not much showing up here. A couple of storms well to the south and west of our local area, and then just a band of light rain over Lake Erie right now. So worst the weather would be in this area here, okay? So over southeastern Erie County right now, from Union City over to Waterford up to Wattsburg, heading towards Corey. You guys will get a pretty good downpour, some thunder and lightning. It's a noisy storm, that's for sure. We've been hearing the thunder here at the station. So that's what's causing it right there. Let's see. Hey everyone, just catching up with your comments. Wonderful. I know we do need the rain. Just got the alert for Cochranton. Eyes to the sky. Yeah. The watch does include Crawford County. Again, that's through 8 o'clock. Right now, there are no severe thunderstorm warnings, though. Raining pretty good in Union City. Thank you, James. Route 97 pouring and very windy. Yeah, there's going to be some gusty wind with it, but nothing, at least that we see, that is severe right now. It's just a severe thunderstorm watch. Torrential downpour on I-79. Jen Forever Young, thank you for that. Let's see. Thunder and Green Township. Let's see. Waterford got lightning and thunder, heavy rain. Thank you. Stay safe. Hard to, yeah, and that's the thing with these storms that do develop today, is it's just so juicy, and it's basically what we look at for a setup like this is something that we call precipitable water, or PWATS. Basically, all of the water that's in the cloud, how much of that could fall to the surface? And when it's humid like this, you can get some downpours that move through, and that's exactly the case right now into southeastern Erie County. Union City bearing the brunt of it right now. I know you're seeing some purple on the radar. That's usually a signature for hail, but I very highly doubt that we're dealing with hail. And if you are, it's just like little tiny pea-sized stuff because it's very, very warm all the way up through the column. And you got to remember that the radar beam's hitting this pretty high, so that's probably very high up in the storm. So we're not too concerned about hail. Probably some gusty wind, some frequent thunder and lightning. But again, this is not a severe thunderstorm right now, okay? All we have is the severe thunderstorm watch, which again, there's a difference. Watch means we're just watching it. Warning, that's a little bit more serious. That's kind of the next step up. No severe thunderstorm warnings right now. So, hey, Lori, half an inch of rain in the last 30 minutes down to 70 degrees. Thank you to that. Thank you for that. Where to the east? Brooke, you know, I think the way now, let me do this. I'm sorry. Let me back out of that. Let me go over here. And I had a question about where to the east. So the highest likelihood for the most severe weather would probably be like in here, okay? That's probably the highest likelihood in those areas, all right, for the strongest weather. Now, that's not to say that one or two storms don't become strong to severe here locally, but the highest areas, again, if we just roughly take it, again, this is just kind of a rough estimation, would be right about in there. That's where we think the strongest weather is going to be. So that's to the east of us, okay? Of immediate concern, and again, take that term with a grain of salt, is this thing that's moving through southeastern Erie County. And we'll update this here shortly. Let me just get the latest information on this. Again, never mind all the gobbledygook that you see there on the right-hand side of your screen. That's more for us weather geeks. So this stuff right here, you know, don't worry about that. Let's pay attention to these. This area here. These are the towns that will probably get a pretty hefty amount of rain in a short amount of time. Some thunder and lightning. So Corey at 112. Pine Valley at 119, Spring Creek at 120, heading into northern Warren County over Bear Lake at 121, Pittsfield 129, Chandler's Valley at 132, and over towards the Youngsville area at about 130. So that's the one we're watching. Again, right now, not a severe storm, just a lot of heavy rain, some frequent lightning with it as it tracks across southern parts of Erie County. Just drove to event. Austin says, I'm willing to bet $5 the storm goes around me because the weather station is out. Well, it's to the south of you right now, buddy. You're welcome, Joe. Have fun in South Carolina, Elizabeth. You should be fine. Might run into some storms, but nothing too crazy, we don't think. Thunder in French Creek, Becky, Linton, no rain yet, calm winds. Yeah, it looks like, Becky, that storm is going to go by just to the south of you, okay? Conneautville going to get storms today. Yeah, there's a risk. Whether or not they become severe, we have to wait and see. So that's basically what we're watching this afternoon. It's a severe thunderstorm watch. It's in effect through 8 o'clock. No severe thunderstorm warnings right now. Just a pretty good downpour with some frequent thunder and lightning as you make your way into southeastern Erie County. And we'll go back to the radar scope here, and we'll zoom in on this area that we're watching. Again, this is far southeastern Erie County, heading towards Corey. And then eventually we'll track into northern Warren County. We'll go ahead and take a look at where this thing is headed again. So Corey, it'll be there shortly within 10 minutes. And then over towards Pine Valley, Spring Creek around 20 after 1, Bear Lake as well. Heading towards Pittsfield around 1:30, Chandler's Valley around 1:30, 1:35, and over in Youngsville as well. So that's the worst of the weather right now, okay? Again, not a severe storm, but a downpour, frequent lightning, maybe some gusty wind as it rolls through. Let's see. Bad in Union City. Yeah, it's right over you guys. It should be moving on by 2, depending on where you are, Courtney. If you could let me know your location, that would help. Yeah, Brooke, the highest chance is, again, east, well east of Erie County. But you got to remember, when we have a severe thunderstorm watch, okay, that means conditions are favorable. So even though this area here, you know, you can see some more warnings firing up, you know, over in this area here, that's where the better ingredients are. But just because that's where they are doesn't mean we won't get a severe weather. You know, a severe thunderstorm watch means we're watching the potential for severe weather in and around the areas that have a severe thunderstorm watch. So yes, we are at risk, but just based on the way everything's coming together, I think it's going to be a little bit more to the east. Again, we're going to continue to watch this storm roll through southern Erie County, getting ready to move into northern Warren County here shortly. No problem, Jen. Oh yeah, probably a lightning strike. Nothing on the lakeshore yet. No, the lakeshore is in good shape. I mean, there's probably going to be a little bit of light rain, but nothing too crazy up near Lake Erie so far. Tiny bit of rain, a little wind in Cambridge Springs. Yeah, there's the southern part of that storm should be over you right now, so the rain should be picking up in Cambridge Springs, probably a little bit of wind. Pouring in Union City, seems to be getting sunnier now. Yeah, these things, you know, they move in and they move out, you know. They last like a half-hour shower type deal, right? So they move in and then they move on, and then we'll see if we can get anything else to fire up behind it. You're welcome, Karen. Dark and thunder and from Fern, no rain in my area. Wattsburg doesn't look nice towards Corey. Yeah, Wattsburg, it's just south of you, the worst of it. Here in Corey now, thanks for that. You're welcome, Karen. Yeah, Lori, I hope that, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be able to get weather in your neighborhood in tonight. We'll see. But we're gonna keep an eye on things just in case. But for right now, I'm gonna say it's a go, okay? Steady rain and thunder in Wattsburg, electricity blinked on and off, nothing in Linesville. Yeah, it's well north of Linesville. No rain in Ripley. Yeah, it's south of Ripley, north of Linesville. Just raining right now. Yeah, it went through Union City pretty fast. Corey is getting pretty dark. Yeah, it's going to look ugly for a little while. But this is the corridor right here, okay? Let me just annotate this a little bit for you. This is basically your corridor right in here that we're watching for this cluster of storms to move through, right? So that is extreme northern Crawford County, moving east of Cambridge Springs right now, over to Corey. There's a downpour there, and then heading into northern Warren County, will likely get hit with this little line type deal that's coming through. Let's go to this one down here in Cambridge Springs and just see what they're saying with this. So Cambridge Springs, it's pretty much over you right now. The thing is with these times is they're an estimate, so you kind of got to take them with a grain of salt here. But it looks like some downpours, maybe some gusty wind in the Cambridge Springs area, and then up towards east of Union City, heading towards Corey, getting ready to cross the county line towards Spring Creek and Columbus. Those are the areas right now that are under the gun. Again, this is not a severe storm. There is a severe thunderstorm watch, though, that is in effect. This is through 8 o'clock tonight. So we'll take a look at this on radar one more time. We'll back out. Okay. I'm just doing some analysis here on the fly with you guys. Labs dwell. I need to fix this. There we go. Okay, so let me see what else you guys are saying here. Yeah, so for now, we're going to say it's a go. I think once this batch moves through, we'll see if anything develops behind it, Jen. Hello, Darla. If you're in Waterford right now, the worst of it is to the east of you, okay? Power is going on and off. In Wattsburg, looks like the power is going on and off, according to Annette in Canadota Lake. So, dark in Columbus, but no rain yet. It will be there shortly, Debbie. Power out in Union City. All right, so something that I just noticed here, and I want to bring you back to the radar. So the last loop here, watch that last loop, and you see that red arrow near Corey, how it shifts from like east to like southeast there. So here's what I'm going to do. Zoom in on this one, because now it seems as though we have a little bit more of a southeasterly heading on this storm. And usually when a storm turns right like that, usually is an indication that there's some pretty good wind. And just by the radar signature there, and I'll annotate this for you, this little piece right here, this was kind of tracking like this, and now all of a sudden it's going like that, right? So whenever you see kind of like a right turn like that on the radar, that's usually a sign that there's going to be at least a puff of wind out ahead of this storm. So like out in here, okay, Spring Creek area, probably going to get a little windy for a little bit. Just about to move into Corey, Columbus, you guys will be getting into it. And then this other storm down here in Cambridge, Springs, again, take with a grain of salt these times. The storm's pretty much right over you now with some heavy rain and some frequent lightning there. Pop this back up. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. No rain, but dark in Mill Creek. Yeah, the storms are all south of Mill Creek right now. Sparty, you are going to, it's north of you right now, okay? But that's not to say you couldn't get a storm later on. But again, someone was asking earlier, what's the best chance for severe? Based on what we're seeing this afternoon, it's all going to be out in this area. Okay, now that's not to say that there won't be a few storms that fire up here that could become strong severe, but right now there are no severe thunderstorm warnings. It's just the severe thunderstorm watch. Okay, so that's just kind of the quick and dirty update. We'll be, of course, on top of it through the afternoon. Karen has no power in Union City, did some blinking about 20 minutes ago. Okay, yeah, so again, that's the only area that we're watching right now, that we're focusing on. Southeastern Erie County, getting ready to move into Warren County. And then also extreme northern Crawford County seems to be where the worst of the weather is right now. But again, this is not a severe warned thunderstorm. Okay, And you can see over the last few frames here on the radar how it's kind of, the red areas are kind of shrinking. So that says to me that these storms are exhibiting some weakening. Now, the thing is when these storms weaken in the environment that we're in, sometimes, I mean, and there's not a whole lot of upper level wind today, but sometimes it can grab some wind and bring it down to the surface. We call that a wet microburst. So sometimes when these storms collapse, that can happen. But again, no severe thunderstorm warnings right now. This is just a severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect for the entire area. That is through 8 o'clock. And to be honest with you, we'll see what happens later this afternoon. They may actually trim the watch. Let me just check one thing here. I'm going to hit stop on this. Yes. Let me just check in with the National Weather Service and see what's going on with Cleveland. Yeah, nothing new there. Okay, let's see. Stephanie says getting windy in Woodcock and hearing thunder. Yeah, that storm. That's the storm you're hearing right there, Stephanie. Again, not severe thunderstorm warned, but expect some frequent lightning, a downpour, and maybe some gusty wind as it rolls through. Otherwise, there's really not much going on off to the west and north yet, which is good. We'll keep an eye on it, though. Ooh. As we look back to the west here, you can see there's more storms firing down to the south and west, and then just some light rain, which, to be honest with you, is kind of fizzling out over the lake right now. So once the storm goes through Corry and into northern Warren County, I really don't see much more happening, at least in the near term. We'll see. We'll watch. Looks like there's some development down here, but we'll watch that for you as we head into the afternoon. So severe thunderstorm watch, that is until 8. Right now, no severe thunderstorm warnings, but if that changes, we, of course, will let you know. All right. Hey, Swanson. What's up, dude? Sunny and northeast. All right. Thank you, man. All right, so severe thunderstorm watch till 8. No severe thunderstorm warnings right now. We'll continue to keep you up to date. We'll see about weather in your neighborhood. Right now, we're going to say it's a go. If anything changes, we'll let you know about that. So again, the best chances for severe east today, but we'll see if anything locally pops up that is severe. Again, we are in that severe thunderstorm watch. That is through 8 o'clock. But, you know, we're seeing, like I said, some, let me just go back to my other source here. We're seeing some development to the south and west, but nothing severe right now. There's one that's trying to get its act together way over southern Ashtabula County. But the one we're watching right now is moving into northern Warren County with some gusty wind and some downpours and some frequent lightning. So that's the latest. So if anything else develops through the afternoon, we, of course, will be here keeping an eye on it. We'll let you know here online, also on the website, yourerie.com. So severe thunderstorm watch until 8. No severe thunderstorm warnings right now. If that changes, we'll let you know. All righty. We will talk to you guys later on. We'll see you on TV tonight.